Hey everyone, RocketDude here, and I thought to myself, what would be a better Halloween special than to talk about Garbage Pail Kids? So yeah everyone, without further ado, here is the Garbage Pail Kids Halloween special! Series 1 was released in 1985 and brought us many iconic cards such as Evil Eddie, Junk Food John, Electric Bill, J.D.K., Atom Bomb, Booze and Bruce, TV Stevie, Potty Scotty, Graffiti Petey, Looney Lenny, Leaky Lou, Jenny Genius, and Savage Stewart, plus many more that sadly I do not have. If any of these cards were different, I bet Garbage Pail Kids would not have been as successful as they would have been. So, without further ado, I think we should get to the next series. Series 2 was also released in 1985, giving us Slain Wayne, Gorgeous George, Brainy Brian, Mona Loser, Spacey Stacy, Clogged Dwayne, Crack Jack, and my personal favorite from Series 2, Tommy Gunn. Sadly, these aren't really as iconic, and they are usually known as very underrated. But here are some really iconic cards from this series. Ghastly Ashley, Split Kit, Bad Breath Seth, Greaser Greg, Fryin' Ryan, Rob Slob, Disgustin' Justin, and Messy Tessie. Of course, these cards are also good, but definitely not as good as those underrated cards. Now, there are many wonderful and great Garbage Pail Kid cards just from Series 2. I can talk about Series 2 for a whole video, but of course, I do want this video to be around the 8-minute mark, and there are a couple more series that I do want to go on, and talk about. So yeah, off to the next series. Series 3 was the first series to be released in 1986. Some of the good cards from this series was Joe Blow, Hippie Skippy, Spittin' Spencer, Bustin' Dustin, KO'd Cody, Foul Row, Warmin' Norman, Rocky and Roll, Apple Corey, and Humongous. Those are some of the good cards from this series. Some of the more iconic cards from this series includes Gluey Gabe, Babbling Brook, which actually appeared in the Garbage Pail Kids book by R.L. Stine, Eerie Eric, Snooty Sam, Alligator, Grim Jim, Hurt Kurt, and Roy Bott. These are some really good cards, but definitely not as good as the two series before this one. Series 4 was released in 1986, and the good cards that they gave us was No Way Jose, Hygiene, Decapitated Hetty, Melton Elton, Ventriloquist, Duncan Pumpkin, Outer Space Chase, and Walt Whitless. While the iconic cards that they gave us was Yicky Mickey, Greta Garbage, Boney Tony, and Nicky Hickey. To be honest, Series 4 did not really offer any really good cards. I mean, there is like Duncan Pumpkin and Boney Tony, but really there aren't really any good cards in this series. But don't worry, because the next series is going to be extremely good, yet very underrated. Series 5 was released in 1986, and the good cards that they gave us was Def Jeff, Michael Mutant, Dental Daniel, Doughy Joey, Jill Grill, Gene Machine, Hugh Turn, Sprayed Wade, Mosquito, Melton Milton, which was actually the first Garbage Pail Kid I ever got, Building, Repaired Rex, Spencer Dispenser, and Mick Dagger. Now, I don't have all of the really good ones, but these are some. Now, the really iconic cards from this series includes Dangling Dolly, Windy Winston, Nat Nerd, Luke Puke, and Handy Randy. And really, after those cards, there weren't really any great cards after that. The only great cards after that were Adam Boone, Bloodshot Scott, Bright Dwight, Gazoont Heidi, Rustin Dustin, Russ Puss, Santa Claus, Vincent Van Gogh, Pete Seat, Drillin' Dylan, Mike Strike, Heartless Hal, and Interstellar. Things only got worse around the 10th series mark for Garbage Pail Kids after Coleco sued Topps for copyright infringement for parroting the Cabbage Patch Kid dolls. Really, after that, Garbage Pail Kids just started to look weird and not really like themselves anymore. And that's what led Garbage Pail Kids into cancellation in 1988. But now, there's so much new cards, I'm starting to need another binder for all of them. And don't get me started on all the merchandise that they make. Heck, Adam Bomb even is making his first solo album. Well, maybe not that. But still, I can now gladly say that Garbage Pail Kids is now thriving better than ever, and I'm dying to know what they're gonna do next. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.